So I come home the other day and I hit the garage door opener. Door goes up halfway, stops. There's a problem. So I squeeze underneath the door, hit the wall mount remote, and the motor went on, but the door didn't move. So the chain wasn't moving. So I figured it had to be inside the engine compartment. So I open it up, 4 screws holding the chassis here, the encasement, and then on the back where the controls are, there was 4 screws on that. And then I unplugged the board. The plug only goes on one way, so you're safe on that. What I observed up on top here, it's held by 3 screws, that the sprocket, which turns the gear to turn the chain, is totally wore down. So I obviously needed a new one. So I'm going to leave the addresses of where I went and the format that I got the part, because sometimes I'm just learning to shop online, and sometimes it can be a bit challenging. But anyway, I went to Sears.com and I picked up the owner's manual from the model number on here. And on the owner's manual, there was a PDF. Looked through it, got to the parts. There's a diagram with parts and all the numbers. Got the number for this piece. And then I went online to a company called OpenDoorRemote.com. They had the part for like $18. So I went there, ordered the part, and you need a credit card naturally. They sent me a direct message that they received my order, and then they sent a message when it was shipped, and they sent a message when it was delivered. Can't ask for anything more than that. So my experience with online ordering this time was pretty good. So like I said, I went, first I got the owner's manual, then I got the part number, because I know on some of those appliances and all, there are several different parts for the model, so you got to make sure you got your part number and everything all right, so when it gets to the parts house. And if you can't find a parts number, I recommend calling the website, the company, and have them give you help, and they'll try to figure out what part you need. But this time, fortunately, it all went smooth. I got the part in 3 or 4 days, and here it is, brand new. Okay, so you can see the difference. But on this part, it's easy to put in. There's just like a pin here that holds it in place. You can pull it off with your hands. It's a little clip. Okay, and then there's a little sprocket on here. The part goes up in here. My wife has lights on the garage door opener. So we drop it in, falls right into place. You're going to take your bottom gear. This is what operates the up and down sensors. Okay, so this has to be put in place. There's a hole in here to line it up with. Okay, line it up with that hole, push it on, voila, done. Now the chain here, I took that off so we can use the door, but I'm gonna have to, wind that around up top here on the gear, and then I'll hook it back into the sled, which runs the door back and forth, and then I'll be done. Okay, so I figured I was doing the job for all of us that can't afford a professional, or those of you that like to do things on your own. I hope this helps you out. It's not really hard. It's just basically identifying the problem. But also I wanted to mention, when I did notice that this had wore out, I looked at the door, pulled it up and down to make sure it wasn't getting hooked anywhere, and sure enough, on the top where the sheetrock is sheetrocked, they used a really thick sheetrock, and the top of the door was actually hitting on that. So I had to take care of that problem. So hopefully this gear will last a little bit longer than the last one. Okay? Little tip there. It'll prevent you from having to do it again in the near future, fixing the same problem. So, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Feel free to like and subscribe. I need your subscription to keep my channel going. And share the video. If you have a friend or, hear somebody that's doing their garage door opener, send them the video, share it. All right? Glad you came. Take care of yourself and others. I'm out.